What's up, everybody? It's Kenny Cummins here, chilling as usual. And joining me at this time on this Louisville episode, he's repping the 502, obviously. He's also repping the crew, Black Law Rebel Music with Dope Fresh to Done, Lamondo Carter. He's got a couple of joints out as well, including the track Fear Not, featuring the one and only Cannabis. We got a lot to chat about, and joining me right now is Supreme RA. What's good, man?
Yo, peace. What's going on, brother Kenny? Man, everything is good, man. You know, just being blessed, man. Enjoying the day off. You know what I mean? We have to be thankful for those days, because I tell you, work be hectic, man. I stayed up all night till I think almost 2 a.m. and whatnot, but I'm feeling great, man. Glad to be on here, man. Glad to be a part of this platform, man. And we forgot to mention too my brother Imperial Real Rel. He's also part of Black Law Rebel Music.
Yeah, Imperial. Shout out to him as well. Can't forget about him. Now, before I get to the music questions, we have to discuss what went down last Sunday at your city in Louisville. So I'm on my way to Impact Wrestling. They had a busy weekend last week. They had the Sacrifice pay-per-view, and then they had the TV tapings on Sunday. I wasn't able to be at the Sacrifice because I got to see Cat Williams in Lexington that exact same night. So I had to see Cat. He's one of the remaining comedians I've yet to see. So yeah, it was a tough decision, but I think I'm okay.
Wow.
I got to see Cat Williams in the flesh.
Yo, you look like you had a busy weekend yourself, man. You had some choices to make.
Yeah, and the kicker is the Cat Williams tour was announced last year, and I got my ticket right away. And then I found out Impact Wrestling about a month or two later. And I'm thinking, and then I realized the Sacrifice was on the same day as Cat Williams, so I can't miss out on Cat. I'll get my chances at Impact. I can't miss out on Cat Williams. Like, that's Cat Williams, pimping, Pimp Chronicles, Wildin' Out. Yeah, that dude, he's still doing it, and he's hilarious in person. He truly is.
We have to make a to-do list, man. That's a must.
That's off the bucket list now. Now that I got to see Cat. But Sunday, the TV tapings, I got there about 15 minutes before the tapings began. So I got to meet the Knockouts champion, Tasha Steeves. Love her. I'm a fan. I've interviewed her before. So seeing her win the championship that weekend was pretty awesome. So as I'm about to take my seat, I get tapped on the shoulder. I turn around. That's Lamondo Carter. Like, hey, what's up, man? How's it doing? Get a nice dap. About to take my seat. I get tapped on the shoulder again. I turn around. It's Dope Fresh to Done. Like, damn, what's up, bro? My first time meeting you. Bad. Just dapping, and I take my seat. I get tapped on the shoulder one more time, and it was you. I was like, man, I got to meet almost the whole crew that night. So yeah, so that was quite the evening, man. And how did you feel about the whole wrestling thing last weekend?
Man, I didn't know at first. I didn't know really what to expect. You know what I mean? When I was hearing that it was gonna come to the facility, man, Paris Town Hall. You know what I'm saying? Old Forster's Paris Town Hall. I didn't know what to expect. When I saw from the picture, when I was at work, somebody that was gonna set up, she's an event coordinator, Miss Mary. She showed me the, you know what I mean, the picture, and I said, oh wow, the setup looked dope for Sacrifice, which I couldn't go to because I was working. But when I got off for Sunday, oh for sure, we're gonna be in the building. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to some people. We need to be there, because I was like, yo, the setup is incredible. So the way they did the setup, everything fit in right. Excellent card. I didn't get to see Christian, man. I was hoping that, because Christian was on the picture, but he wasn't there. I don't think it was Sunday. He might have been there for Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, I was impressed with the whole ordeal, man, with the whole event. My brother, Do Fresh Don and Lamondo, man, we loved it, man. We loved it.
Yeah, I definitely took a look to see our reaction, and y'all
Yeah,
definitely looked like y'all was recording and everything.
yeah,
It was a fun show.
yes, sir.
And you
We saw
know,
my man Big Cass, man. Big Cass was in the building. He put somebody through the table, man. I was like, okay.
I was up close and personal. I was in the front row when that happened. You know, condolences to Brian Myers back. Hopefully he's okay. But
Right,
I I got a closer look to it, and yeah, that was my mind was blown. Like, and it was on
right,
T. It's a TV taping. So when
right.
people that segment is going to be shown next Thursday, Impact Wrestling Access TV.
Okay,
So and they also have announced that they are coming back July 15th and 16th. So
okay.
tickets will eventually be on sale on their website. I'll definitely be there for both nights unless something else were to happen on that
Right.
weekend, which
On the bucket list.
on the the bucket list is if it fits my bucket list, I'm gonna be in quite a predicament. So, but man, on to you. Now that we got that out the way, because that was
Yes,
a
sir.
good moment. Because I got to meet all three of you for the
Yes,
first
sir.
time. It was a good time.
Indeed, man.
So, for you, Supreme, I've interviewed Lomando earlier this year. I've interviewed Doe Fresh, and I got to interview you right now. So just talk about your story as far as you getting into hip hop and what led you to being part of the crew.
Okay, well, starting off, man, just to make it short but sweet, you know what I'm saying? I got like a bio discography, man, of just trying to, bring this legacy together. It's still a long ways to go because, like they say, heavy is the head that fits the crown, you know what I mean? So, um, my mom was a incredible, exceptional writer. She liked to write a lot, you know what I'm saying? She listened to a lot of music. Pops was always, my pops was always in the hip hop. When Doe was a baby, he was playing NWA. He was listening to Kumo D, LL Cool J, Big Daddy Kane, Ice-T, Rakim, uh, Run DMC, and the list goes on, man. Fat Boys. I can't say enough, man. The list goes on with the incredible greats that paved the way. Biz Marquee, Nobody Beats the Biz, rest in peace.
Yeah.
So getting influence like I said, you can either follow the imitators or follow the originators. So as I continue to listen, man, I start to try to rhyme, try to freestyle off of what I'm hearing, and then from there, it just became like you know second nature. You know what I'm saying? It just came off the top. Then I started realizing where I got it from. It's kind of with the genes. It's kind of with what I've listened to. So as a little boy to a teen, getting karaoke machines and playing with stuff and rapping and doing it with my brother, rapping and saying, come on, man, rap something. And just spitting off the top. That's how we did it. No, that's how I did it. I didn't want to be anything, be uh be like a rapper or act like something or just jump into something and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be rich in this. I just like to rap. You know what I'm saying? I just like to be on the block, be on the corner, be anywhere with my friends, start freestyling. Hey, I'm gonna go against this person, I'm gonna battle this person, listen to the karaoke, record myself. I said, oh man, okay. When you listen back to things like that in retrospective or retrospect as a kid, when you listen to yourself as a kid, you hear yourself like, oh man, this is what I was doing. It actually hits you in the head when you start actually recording and you go back and listen to it when you was just making up stuff and just trying to do stuff. You look at where you came from. Right? So, those are some of the things that started me off as a young.
Yeah, man, just basically taking it back to
Yes,
those
sir.
particular days.
Yes, sir.
So I started listening to hip hop in the '90s, but I did indeed go back and listen to the '80s and the sound and everything. You know, I guess for me, man, I like the obvious names, guys like One DMC, LL, Beastie Boys,
Okay.
Rakim, Kumo D. Coogee rap, you know, just I guess I was more heavy on the East Coast rap at a young age, and then I started listening to all coasts as I got older. West Coast, Dirty South, obviously, Midwest, all of that jazz. So,
Oh yeah,
you know,
and don't stop.
I'm a hip hop head. May not be fully engaged to it, but I do listen, and I got artists that I like, and I like the culture, the environment, and just people telling their stories and stuff. So, you know, I was a young knucklehead, just partying, getting turned up and whatnot. As I get older, being a little bit more wise and mature and stuff, and just substance driven, and just, you know, just I love hip hop. I love just people like me, speak like me, feel like me, react like me. You know, it's
Right,
representation is definitely important.
right.
Hip hop is on display as far as black people,
Word is born.
and
Yeah, because the heads that know that that what is dope, we just see it as dope when it's art. We recognize original from unoriginal. We recognize what's dope and what's not dope. And I think that's what it gets. That's what people get confused with listening to other stuff where you just follow a trend and you just drinking somebody else's Kool-Aid. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then that glass is full, and then the pitcher go out. Music is music, but when it's hip hop, you know what's dope and what's not dope.
yeah, and to quote one of my favorite local rappers from my city in Lexington, a guy go by the name of Divine Karama. He said it best: "Trends last a season, culture lasts a lifetime." So
Wow.
it's full. If you if you just following trends, but you're not fully engaged with the culture, you're gonna be left out. So
Facts.
that's powerful statement, and he's one of my
Right.
local heroes. So I'm fully engaged to local hip hop more than the mainstream these days, and people look at me funny, but I look at everyone else like you do realize your favorite artist started as local artists, right? You know,
Hmm.
it's like they had to be at small shows, you know, promote themselves. They didn't have no social media back then. You know, it's just, you know, it's important to support these local artists, man.
Word.
They got a lot to say. So I'm
Yeah.
engaged with local music in general, and obviously being a local
Right.
hip
That's when you
hop
start.
head.
I believe that. That's when you start out. You start out local, but then you have to expand. And I think the artist, because when you have something to say, and you believe everybody should listen to it, it should go global. It should be worldwide and global, man. And
Yeah.
that's how we keep the main thing the main thing. And that's how we step on this, man, as Black Law Rubber Music, and then as myself as the artist known as Supreme Rock, the
Yeah.
attribute I carry, the MC that I am. You know what I mean? That's an expansion. That's an extension of me. That's a representation of me. And I walk it like I talk it. I walk it forever, man. Like Cannabis said, to infinity. You know what I mean? So I'm gone, and the word goes on. So that's how I do it.
Yes, absolutely, man. So I want to talk about some of the songs you put out this year so far.
Okay.
Your first release is Phenomenal Brown 2.0, featuring your label mates Imperial and Lomendo. So talk about that track, man. Definitely for the ladies, obviously, but just talk
Yes,
about
sir.
just putting that song together.
Yes, sir. Uh, no doubt that was like a blessing in the gift basket, man. And you can't turn down awesome tracks. Shout out to the Honorable Father Jazim, better known as Father Ja, with Unstoppable Sound Agency. You know what I mean? And then Uncontrollable Force is also the fifth track on uh, Uncontrollable Force. Yeah, the Uncontrollable Force album. Phenomenal Brown is the fifth track on the Uncontrollable Force album that I dropped last year. And then I went on and said, let's turn up the bass. Let's give it, its own identity. Let's put it out there as a main attraction. Phenomenal Brown 2.0. Shout out to to Lamando Carter, and Imperial Rorel. I was sitting in the studio recording, And then Father John was like, you know what I'm saying? I did this, I did that. You know, I came across some things. Yo, I'm gonna gift you with something. Check out this track list. Let me know what you think. Came across the track. It's called like Chi-Town Boogie. The name of the track was Chi-Town Boogie. It's originally made by Father John. It's an original track. It's got a musician that plays instruments. I think that musician that plays on there, he passed away, if I'm not mistaken. So when Father John made it, that's an original track. So I was like, yo, I want that. So once I got that, I started listening to it. And then I came with the concept of like, yo, we got to give it up to where we came from and to the phenomenal, like D'Angelo says, you know, brown sugar, to phenomenal women across the world, and especially, you know what I'm saying, the Asiatic woman, you know what I'm saying, the Black woman, the queen, but also, you know, just making every woman feel phenomenal, but especially our women, uplifting it and, you know, holding it close. So Real was actually in the studio with me, like, yo, you need to grab that, you need to grab that. So he also was like, yo, you need to get that. I made a choice. So let's call it Phenomenal Brown. We got, you know, my brother Lamondo Carter, who's also one of the artists and one of the musicians and artists that's on Black Law Rebel Music representing. He was like, yeah, I'm down with it. He said, whatever you need. We got together, came with the plan. I was like, it's gonna be Phenomenal Brown. That was just stuck in my mind from listening to Maya Angelou, Janet Jackson saying it on Poetic Justice. So that's why I put, when I did a single, Janet Jackson's voice on there, talking about phenomenal woman, which came from Maya Angelou doing the poem. So I was like, yo, let's put that in motion, and then there it goes, man. It's like sometimes when you make magic, it comes together. And people who have not listened to that track, and I need the queens to stand up on that because we represent you. Listen to it and let it just fill your temple, fill your ears. And any woman that's down, or any woman that's up, and you just think you're phenomenal, you're just incredible, listen to that track. It's gonna make you feel on an all-time high. So, you know, that's how we drop that Phenomenal Brown 2.0, man.
I love that. Shout out to Father
Yes, sir.
Cha.
Yes, sir.
Representing
Salute.
as always. Maya Angelou. I mean, that name speaks for itself. Like, given her history, the poetry she has on display. You know what I mean? You can't talk Black history without talking Maya Angelou. I mean,
Yes.
everyone and anybody has been some way, shape, or form influenced by Maya Angelou. I mean, so to have that on display is phenomenal, no pun intended. And of course, Janet Jackson, you know, Rhythm Nation, Janet,
Yes, sir.
you know,
Break it down, bro. That was
yeah,
powerful.
break it down. You know, she is incredible. I have the privilege of seeing Janet at Web Arena many years ago. She is great. She's talented. Just a calm demeanor voice, but when she's on that stage, ooh, that's Rhythm Nation, man. She still got it after all these years. So I love
Yeah,
me some Janet Jackson. I love
that
me
was
some
next
Janet.
level, and people don't understand, man. I mean, I know you understood because you lived back then. How the '90s was, the way the music is. People who don't appreciate it need to go back and listen to it. I know we appreciated it. I appreciate it when you hear the sounds and just like that with the Rhythm Nation. The '90s, man, is truly where it's at, man. The impact that a lot of phenomenal artists, what they left, man. Even whether they drop one song or, you know what I'm saying, that one joint, or they drop many amazing joints. Janet Jackson she has a complete discography and portfolio, man, of her lifetime works, man. It's incredible. And she's an amazing artist, man, that touches so many in so many ways. So, you know, it's a shout out to the beautiful queen, man, that does her thing.
I do feel sorry for people that didn't live in the '90s because
Right.
it was special. It was
Word, they
real
missed out.
special. Nostalgia, you know, and anytime I see these artists coming to Lexington, I have to see it, man, because I wasn't much of a concert goer until late in my life, because I live
Mm-hmm.
on my own now, got bills to pay and whatnot. But seeing these artists, man, still going after all these years is incredible. So
It
go
is,
check
man,
out,
truly.
yeah. So check out Phenomenal Brown 2.0.
Yes,
Supreme, Imperial, Lamondo doing their thing, speaking to the queens. So black queens, brown queens, just feeling good, man. Good vibes on that
yes, sir.
track. And
Yes, sir.
you got very heavy hip hop on the joint with the one and only Cannabis.
Peace,
Uh,
salute, man. I appreciate
Fear
that.
Not. It's the name of the track. I played that a little bit earlier this evening.
Appreciate you.
I
Appreciate
love
you,
that
man.
track. I am a fan of Cannabis. Feels like as it pertains to him, like his name don't get mentioned that much as far as
Right,
MCs per se, but obviously people know him from the
right.
'90s and his feud with LL and Eminem, young Eminem, obviously. Look,
Yeah,
I'm just a fan of hip hop in general, man. If you can
in general,
spit,
yeah.
if you can just spit, man, if you got something that's gonna resonate, then
Hmm.
I'm gonna mess with you. So
Right.
what was it like, man, just getting to be on the same track with Cannabis? That's big deal.
Man, it was a complete honor, man. You know, that's one of my favorite lyricists of all time, and I believe just like you do, he doesn't get the credit, but I think he'll start getting appreciated. I've heard uh, the likes of the you know what I'm saying, the young guys, you know what I'm saying, like the fire MCs of today, like J Cole quoting a Cannabis rhyme, letting you know that's what he meant to me. When Cannabis was that dude, when Cannabis was that phenom, he was a young phenom. Cassidy, Cassidy, you know, goes bar heavy. Cassidy is an incredible lyricist. Uh, he gives credit to Cannabis, like, you know, yo, before I start, you know, rapping like this, when I started rapping, he said I started talking about, you know, scientific and astrological and stuff like that. And he said I was you know, saying it more like how Cannabis is. So when Cannabis sat at the round table, he sat at the table with Mos Def, Mike Geronimo, DMX, rest in peace, Big Pun, you know what I'm saying, and my man John Forte. Cannabis that just tells you right there how much respect he gained. He was like, yo, let me be the anchor. He's like, yo, I'm going last. You know what I'm saying? I'm that dude. I'm like that nice. Rakim saying he was a fan of him. Jay-Z saying he's a fan of him. KRS One, Busta Rhymes, like, yo, you understand what Cannabis is? You understand what he did for the culture? You know what I'm saying? So in his time, when he hit the scene, it's like Survivor Series 1990 when Brother Love, no, the $1 Million Man introduces the mystery partner at the Survivor Series match. The Undertaker comes out. When Cannabis first came
Yeah.
out, boom, he hit it. So it was a complete honor. Shout out to my brother Dope Fresh Don. You know, just talking to people and knowing people, you know, getting across with producers. Yo, it's right there, and we put that to bed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Cannabis is on there, and he knew how much it meant to me, and then you know it meant a lot to me, and it's a blessing how things line up in the universe, and getting to see the one and only. I mean, getting to build with the one and only Cannabis as far as on the track, and then I got to see him in, you know, just sitting in the studio talking to certain artists live, because you know where you can basically share your track, be able to hear something from Cannabis and him giving advice, because he had a lot of artists that he talked to, but getting advice from artists, it's a lot, man. It means a lot that when you get, you know, your favorite MC to rhyme with, like if you got a chance to get on the track with Nas, it does a lot for artists. And underground and independent artists should understand that whenever you get opportunities like that, if you know a producer, if you know certain people that can get you on there, it gives you a chance to really show, you know, where you at in the game, to show you that there's levels to this, man, and you got to raise your level up. I'm always willing to raise my level up to any level, because if you already know, like Bobby Lashley tells you, it's the almighty era. And I believe it's supreme almighty. The supreme almighty era, man, is right in full effect right now in front of
You're making me smile with these wrestling references, brother. I like
you.
that. I
Well, you
like
know,
that.
hey, I always love wrestling, man. So you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan. The '90s, the '80s, yo, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So with those songs out, I talked to
Available now on
Doe.
all platforms.
Yeah, so Fear Not and Phenomenal Brown 2.0, both
Yes,
songs
sir.
on all the platforms. I've talked to Doe. I've talked to Lomando. They have said that they got more music on the way, solo projects, and Black Law Rebel Music got a album on the works on the way as well. What's next for Supreme, man? What you got on the horizon?
All right, what's next for me? Okay, right now I already dropped 2 albums that's available right now: Uncontrollable Force and Witness My Kingdom. These are albums from 2020 to 2021, from September to March. And then I dropped some singles. Also, don't forget to check out that Conquest of the Champion, man. Conquest of the Champion. I got that. So it's available on all streaming platforms right now. Right now for me, is my main focus is we got, coming soon, Birth of a New Dynasty, Black Law Rebel Music. It will be the label / the group album that we're gonna be coming with. So we've been chopping it up. We've been putting things together. So that's my main thing right now. But I got other projects, EPs that in the coming future I'm gonna be dropping. I got some new heat, but this heat in this treat for the world and for everybody that they should witness is the birth of a new dynasty, Black Law Rebel Music. That's the thing that me and my brother, me and Doe, Mondo has been excited about. He stressed it a lot, Imperial Real Rap. And we have other people on there. Shout out to my guy, Homo Robbie, which he's got some things on streaming digital platforms right now. And we have TB Living Proof. So we have some surprise. I ain't gonna let all the tricks, the trick or treats, all the cats out the bag with the surprises that we got on there. But I think we're gonna shake up some things, man, especially from the underground level. We trying to really, catch sound waves, like Transformer sound wave. We try to catch some sound waves. So Birth of a New Dynasty, be on the lookout for that. We'll keep everybody in tune, especially like you and others that are close to us, so they could be ready to shout that out, bless that. We need the blessings from everybody, but I believe we're gonna make some heads turn on that, and people really get to see the talent in unison together, where it shows that we stand like a dream team, man. We stand like a real dynasty. We can be champions individually, but we can be champions collectively. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feels they're the best. I feel nobody's over Supreme. Doe feels nobody's over him. Mondo feels nobody's over him. Real. And then when you put it together, you show ultimately what the sacrifice is to be a team, man, and truly be the best at what you do, man, in this art form and this thing we call hip hop.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Sounds very Rockefeller-esque. Dynasty. That's the feel I get.
Yes, sir.
For the new dynasty. So that new record, this new album from all 4 artists, and be on the lookout for it. Birth of the New Dynasty, Phenomenal Brown 2.0, Fear Not. Check out those tracks as well. Great having you on the show this evening.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Been great to meet you and the fellas last week. And with Impact Wrestling coming back to Louisville in mid-July, I might make my way back to the city on that particular week.
Come on back, brother. We plan to be there, man. We had a good time, man.
Yeah.
We definitely should be in the building. You know what I'm saying? So for a good night of professional wrestling. Yeah. You know what I mean? Let's continue to do it again, man. Hey, look, I appreciate being on your platform. Yeah. I look forward to being back again, and always chopping it up, man, and talking this truth, man, talking this wrestling, talking this hip hop, man.
We got you, man. We appreciate you, man. Continued success, you and the fellas, and we'll cross paths one way or another. So have a good night. Be safe, man. We'll chat again soon.
Yes, sir.
Yo, have a good night.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. That was Supreme R.A. repping the Black Law Rebel Music, Phenomenal Brown 2.0, and Fear Not. Both songs are available on all platforms. The new album coming as well.